Hi, welcome to Lana's Videos. My name is Alba, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this vest. Let's go with a step by step. To make this pattern we need 900 grams of this yarn. The recommended needle is 3.5 mm hook, scissors and a 4 mm hook. The shape is very easy. It's only a rectangle. We have to start from the bottom part of the back, making a chain of 150 centimeters. Continue making this stitch to have 120 centimeters, but you can make it smaller if you prefer. This is the part of the shoulders, and on the front part we have to continue separating both fronts, making the same stitch, also having 120 centimeters, working only one half part, making 75 centimeters to have also 120 centimeters to finish on the front part. We start from the bottom of the back part of this poncho, making a slip stitch and making a chain of 150 centimeters. Remember that you can make it smaller if you prefer. Multiple of 8 plus 2, a chain multiple of 8 plus 2. Once we have all the chains that we need, we have to chain 1 and make 1 single crochet on each chain. 1 single crochet on each chain to the beginning of the chain. This stitch is a repetition of 2 rows. This is the first row, the row with single crochet, and we have to make now the second row. We have to chain 3, turn and make 1 double crochet on the first stitch. And from now to the end of the row we have to repeat 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet, and the fourth stitch we have to make also a double crochet, but we have to cross in the front part, making the double crochet on the first stitch. We have to pull the yarn and complete the double crochet. We have to skip 1 stitch and repeat again the 3 double crochet and the double crochet crossing in the front part. Making the crossed double crochet on the stitch that we had to skip. Repeat again. Skip 1 stitch, 3 double crochet, and make the 4th double crochet crossing in the front part, making the double crochet on the stitch that we skipped, and we have to pull the yarn to complete the double crochet. We have to repeat the same to the end of the row. Once we are at the end of the row, once we have the last group, we have to make the 3 double crochet. We have to make the last double crochet crossing and now we have to skip 1 stitch and make 1 double crochet on the last stitch, 1 double crochet on the last stitch. We finished the row number 2. We have to repeat now the row number 1, so we have to chain 1, turn, and make 1 single crochet on each stitch. 1 single crochet on each stitch to the end of the row. And once we finished the row of single crochet, we have to repeat now the row number 2. So chain 3, turn, 1 double crochet on the first stitch, and now start with the groups of 3 double crochet and 1 crossed double crochet. Repeat to the end of the row. Remember, 3 double crochet, make 1 double crochet crossing and making the stitch on the stitch that we had to skip, skip 1 stitch and start again with the groups of 3 double crochet and the crossed double crochet. Repeat the same to the end of the row. And we have to repeat those 2 rows to have 120 centimeters to arrive at the part of the shoulders. And now we have to separate the front part in 2 parts. We have to work first 1 front, and once we finished 1 front, we have to start making the second front part. Here you can see a small sample of this stitch, and as we made the foundation chain multiple of 8, we have a number of groups of double crochet multiple of 2, so we have to make 1/2 of the groups in one side and 1/2 the groups on the other side. In this case I have 4 groups in one side and 4 groups on the other side. I finished the last part making the row number 1 with the single crochet, and now I have to start the one front part with the row number 2. So we have to chain 3 and make the same to the end of the group number 4, to the end of the groups that we calculated that it is the middle of the poncho. So in this case I'm going to make 4 groups. To finish this row we have to make 1 double crochet on the stitch after the 3rd double crochet, and we have to chain 1 and turn, and we are working now only 1 part of the front part. Now we have to make the row number 1, 1 single crochet on each stitch, 1 single crochet on each stitch to the end of the row, and we have to start again with the row number 2, chain 3, turn, and make 1 double crochet on the first stitch and continue making the groups to the end of the row. And we have to repeat the rows number 1 and number 2 to have 120 centimeters. We finished one of the fronts. You can see that it is the same size of the back part. And now we have to place the yarn on the last double crochet that we made, on the same space that we made the last double crochet, and start making the row number 2. So we have to chain 3 and make the groups of 3 double crochet and the crossed double crochet to the end of the row. And repeat the 2 rows as we made on the other front part to have 120 centimeters. Here you can see both front parts. And now what I made to finish this poncho is 1 single crochet on each stitch to make an edge in all the poncho, making an edge of single crochet, but if you prefer you can leave it like this. And once we finish the edge, we finished the poncho. Well, that's all. I hope you like it. Remember to give a like, share and subscribe to receive our new videos.